Yeah, welcome back children. So today we'll discuss about a square root. Square root. Okay. So what is square root? For example, if you take any square number, so 3 square, 3 3s are 9. Am I right? So 9 is a square number. Why do we call 9 as a square number? Because 9 has expressed as a product of two same factors. Two same. Look at 3 and 3. Am I right? So product of two equal factors, so here the each factor can be called as a square root of a square root. Okay, square root of 9. Simple. So if you take any perfect square number, if you express the square number as a product of two equal factors, after representing them, then each factor can be called as a square root. Okay, and square root can be expressed with this sign. Okay, if you write a square root of 9, if you want to write exponential form, so we'll write a 9 power 1 by 2 if you want to write. Okay, because here we are not mentioning it, but there is a 2. If you see in any root without any number here, that is mean it is a root 2, just a 2. Second, the square root. Square root means with the second only. Cubic root means with the 3. So if you have a 4, that is we can call it as fourth root. Second root, third root, fourth root. Okay. Okay. Now come back. So finding square roots. Now we'll see. So total we have 3 methods. That is finding square root by using by subtracting successive odd numbers. This is one of the method. Or second one, prime factorization method, and third one we have a division method. So mostly these two methods are too convenient to find the square roots for any number. Prime factorization is better and the division method is too good for larger numbers also. Okay, so first we will see successive odd numbers. Okay, yeah. Now we'll find what is the value of square root of 25, and here we'll see what is the value of square root of 64. Okay, successive, what we'll do, from 25 we'll subtract 1 by 1 odd numbers, successive odd numbers. First odd number 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, so on. Okay, now what I'll write, step 1, 25 minus first odd number, answer 24. Step 2, what is left? 24 left. No, 24 minus the next odd number 3, overall answer is 21. So we'll take the whatever the remaining number, we'll take the number, we'll subtract from next odd number. This process will continues until we'll get 0. Okay, in which step we'll get the 0, that is our required number, our square root, our required square root. Okay, step 3, 21 minus 5, answer 16. Step 4, 16 minus 7, answer 9. Step 5, look at 1, 3, 5, 7, the next number 9, we got it 0, correct? What happened? We got it the remainder 0 in which step? 5th step. So therefore square root of 25 is equals to answer 5. Okay, if you want to get confusion, better write steps first only. Step. Let's see if you required. Okay, first step, 64 minus 1, 63, minus 3 next number, minus 5 next odd number, minus 7 next odd number, minus 9. Okay, so 63 left. Second step, 63 minus 3, answer 60. Okay, third step, 60 minus 5, answer 55. Fourth step, 55 minus 7, 48. Fifth step, 48 minus 9, answer 39. Step 6, 39 minus 11, answer 28. Seventh step, 28, 11 after 13, no, 13, answer 25. 8th step, yeah, 25, oh sorry, 15 I think, yeah, 15. So 15 and here also 15, overall we got it 0, correct? So we got it remainder as 0, the remaining number as 0 with the 8th step, am I right? So square root of 64 we can write it as 8. So this method can be called it as a subtraction of successive odd numbers. So you can find by using this method you can find square root of any number. Okay, look at 64 takes 8 steps, correct? If I given 169, it takes 13 steps, correct? If I give 900, it takes 30 steps. So sometimes it's very hard to write it on the paper, represent it on the paper, am I right? So that sometimes we'll avoid this method to find out the square roots. Some other times it will be easy. If the number is small, you can go with this method, no issue. But if the numbers are too large, so don't try to neglect this method, okay? Yeah, the second method is prime factorization method. So as you know, prime numbers 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19, 23, 29, so on, right? Now find the square root of 441. Now try to write a divisibility rules also. Divisibility rule of 2 is last digit 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. 3. Sum of the digits. Add the all digits. The sum must be divisible by 3. 4. Oh sorry, 4 is not a prime number, right? 5. Last digit 0 or 5. Correct? So up to those enough. Okay. Now 441. Now do the division with the prime numbers. Last number 86420. Nothing. Here one last number. 3. Sum of the digits. Okay. Add it. 4 plus 4 8. 8 plus 1 9. So 9 comes in 3 table. So this number is divisible by 3. Look at first digit 4. No. 3 ones are 3. 3 gone. So 1 left and next number 4. 14. So I can write a 3 fours are 12. 12 means we 2 left. 2 and 1. 3 sevens are 21. Correct? 21 gone. Next. Same. Try to go with the 3 ones. 1 plus 4 5. 5 plus 7 12. So it is divisible by 3 again. So 3. First two numbers 14. 3 fours are 12. From 14 12 gone. So 2 left and next number 7 27. 3 nines are 27. 49. And we all of us knows 49 comes in 7 table. 7 sevens are 49. So therefore 441 is equal to, write a 3 into 3 7 into 7. Yes. When you apply 441, when you apply square root for 441 for any number, for every two same numbers we use it to write only 1. For 2 3s we have written only 1 3. And for 2 sevens we can write only 1 7. 3 sevens are answer 21. Therefore, square root of 441 is equals to answer 21. 21. Yeah. Find the square root of 400. Yeah, 400. So 2. So 2 2s are 4. Divisible, exactly divisible, no? So zeros as it is. So 2. Just remember, when you are doing division with 2, that means we are making number as odd. So now I am dividing with 2. That means 200 I want to make it odd. 200 off is 100. And again I want to do with 2. 100 off 50. And if you make 50 also off, that is 25. And 25 not divisible by 2. And 2 plus 5. sum of the digits 7, so it is also not divisible. So last digit 5, okay, it is divisible with a 5. 5 5s are right. Now, so therefore I'll write 400 is equals to 2 into 2, 2 into 2, 5 into 5. That is 400 is equals to. But if I write square root of 400, then I'll write for every same numbers, two same numbers, I'll write only 1. Again 2, again 5. We know 2 2s are 4, 4 5s are 20. So therefore square root of 400 is equals to answer 20. And like this we can find the other methods also. Other numbers also we can use to find. Okay, we'll go with some other examples. Yeah, 784. 784. Yeah, 784. Find the values of square root of 784. 784. 2 table. 2 3s are 6. Look at careful. 6 gone. So from 7, 6 has gone. 1 left. And here 8, 18. 2 9s are 18. Completely completed. Next 4. 2 2s are 4. Next. Again 2. 2 1s are 2. From 3, 2 has gone, 1 left and 9, 19. So 2 table, 2 9s are 18. From 19, 18 gone. So 1, 2 left. 2 6 are 12. Again 2 table, last digit 6 no. 2 9s are 18, 2 8s are 16. Again 98 of 49. As we know 49, 7 7s are. Therefore 784 is equals to 2 into 2 into 2 into 2, 7 into 7. But when you apply square root of 784 is equals to 2, 2, 7. For every two same numbers, we will consider it as only 1. 2 2s are 4, 4 7s are 28. So therefore, square root of 784, that is equals to 28. So here we have seen two methods. One is by subtracting successive odd numbers. Yes, by subtracting successive odd numbers, we done the finding square root, and here we used the prime factorization method to find the square root. Okay, so these two methods are enough today, and practice some of the problems. Okay, have a good day.